Have you ever had this doubt? Should I do an MBA right now or should I do an executive MBA maybe 5 years down the line? Is doing an MBA worth right now considering that I am going to pay this much, or is an executive MBA fine if I don't have 10 years of work experience? Is normal MBA fine without maybe even 1 year of work experience? If you ever had these questions, don't you worry, I'm right here to answer them for you. Hi guys, my name is Pratik Joshi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the normal MBA versus an executive MBA. So without wasting much time, let's get started. So basically the credit for this video goes to a friend of mine who requested for a comparison between the normal MBA versus an executive MBA. So I said, why not just make a video and then post it online so that maybe if anyone is having this doubt, it can get clarified for all of you out there. So before we start, I would like to request you to subscribe to my channel, and if you like my previous videos or even if you find this video is useful to you in any way, click on the subscribe button and like this video. Also share it with your friends because even they may have the same questions. So let's start. So let us first understand what a normal MBA or a general MBA is. So any person in his 20s or early 30s, if he has a brilliant business idea or he wants to work as a manager or in a managerial position in the corporate sector, he goes to a B school to get his MBA. And once his MBA is done, he's ready to take on the challenges of business, maybe start his own venture, go ahead and achieve those targets in the corporate sector. Now let us understand the features of a general MBA. So in general MBA, there are basically two kinds. One is the normal MBA versus the part-time MBA. Now for a normal MBA, what happens is classes are there from 9 to 5. There are case studies, group discussions, assignments which you have to take care with your classmates or with your group members. Now this is done only if you have the guts to say no to your paycheck, stop maybe working for some time, go through the examinations, applications and get into a good B school. If not, then the part-time MBA is a good feature. If you don't want to say no to those paychecks and you want to keep working for a good company which you are very attached to emotionally and professionally, then what you can do is maybe work 9 to 5 and go for classes on the weekdays during the odd hours, or you can go for classes during the weekends. Different institutions have different timings and different institutions have different courses. So please make sure that the course that you want to pursue is being offered by a reputed organization. So please do that homework first. Now many people ask the question, why can't I work with a normal MBA? I can handle 9 to 5 work and maybe even 9 to 5 classes. I can maybe work from home or something like that. But this is what I've read in different forums and on different websites, that the classes and the assignments that they offer in B schools are very hectic, which is why you don't want to take the extra load of a normal 9 to 5 job. That is why mostly there is the notion that people have to quit their job to go for a normal MBA. But with the part-time MBA, there is no restriction. You can go work 9 to 5, achieve those targets and then slog to achieve those scores during the weekends. Now comes the question of executive MBA. How did executive MBA come in picture? One can easily work and do his MBA, or maybe stop working and do his MBA. Why is an executive MBA actually required? So what had happened is basically all the top B schools and the Ivy League colleges, they maybe got together and they thought over it that if we offer this particular course for professional executives who are maybe working for 10 years, 8 years in very good managerial positions, why not give them an extra chance where they can come back to college, they can study what is relevant in the market right now, that can add as a small push that they can offer to their career. Their salaries will increase, their positions will be better, they will be looking at much bigger teams, they will occupy a pivotal role in the organizations that they are working, or maybe they can join new organizations with a much better role. So that is how executive MBA, the concept of executive MBA was born. So let's start with a comparison for the normal MBA and the executive MBA. For a normal MBA, you finish your MBA within 2 years. 2 years is the average time for a normal MBA, not only in India but all across the globe. For an executive MBA, it will take you around 2 to 3 years to get your executive MBA, because it depends on you how you answer your exams and how you choose to maybe take this course now, or if maybe you're having a family crisis or a crisis at work, then you can postpone the course for a few months. That feature is available in the executive MBA because the college understands that you are managing your family life, your personal life, your work, and you are coming to the college to study. So they understand that yes, we are not superhumans. So there is this person who is trying to juggle so many things. So it offers flexibility in the executive MBA. The second point of comparison between the normal MBA and the executive MBA is that of the entrance examination, which remains the same. For the normal MBA and the executive MBA, GMAT is the entrance exam that you want to focus on abroad, whereas in India, CAT is the exam that you want to focus on. But there are many institutions all over the globe as well as India that will give you admissions for an MBA or an executive MBA without this examination as well. So please do your homework before you finalize on the institution. Coming to the third point of difference between the normal MBA and the executive MBA is in terms of the number of years of work experience. So let's do this for two categories. One is for India, second one is for abroad. For India, the number of years of work experience required for a normal MBA is around 2 years, 2 to 3 years, whereas for the institutions abroad, similar work experience of 2 to 3 years is required. But now coming to the executive MBA in India, a number of 5 years of work experience is required, whereas for the abroad institutions, a minimum amount of 10 years of work experience is required. So please choose your institution based on your profile and not in terms of maybe I'll be getting a chance to go abroad and study and have fun. Not like that. Please do your homework before you select your course and your institution. A gentle reminder here that there are many institutions not only in India but also abroad that will give you admissions to their normal MBA if you do not have any amount of work experience as well. So please do your homework very carefully. But for the executive MBA, minimum amount of 5 to 6 years work experience is required because the name itself is Executive MBA. It is the MBA for the executives. So I don't think any institution will be offering you any discount in the number of years when it comes to the executive MBA. Moving on to the next point of difference between the normal MBA and the executive MBA is in terms of interaction on the campus. For the normal MBA, there will be huge amount of interaction between peers, the students and faculty, maybe students and even the leaders in the corporate sector. Whereas in the executive MBA, there won't be that much amount of interaction compared to the normal MBA, but there will be very brief interactions, but people will be able to monetize or make the best use of that interaction because everyone is having suitable amount of experience. So even a conversation of 10 minutes will be equal to maybe 2 days of interaction in the normal MBA. The next point of difference is in terms of the pace of learning. For the normal MBA, there is a normal general pace, but considering even that pace, it will be very fast because there will be assignments, project work which you need to submit maybe every weekend or maybe every week. But in terms of the executive MBA, since people are already well versed with business concepts and other stuff, the learning pace will be at a very high level, and also the coursework offered here will be of the same level as the normal MBA, but the teaching pace will be at a much higher level. Now, in terms of the curriculum, the normal MBA will be having obviously the core subjects as well as many electives from which the students have to choose. But for the executive MBA, there will be more focus given on the core subjects because these are people from very senior positions who just need to brush their skills in the core values, and once that is done, they will be a force to reckon with. Now coming to a very important difference between the both of them. It's not kind of a difference, but it's a similarity. In the normal MBA, if you have maybe worked for a very good organization, then the organization can sponsor your MBA, but there are more chances of that occurring in the executive MBA because every alternate person will be coming in sponsored by his or her organizations to go study an executive MBA course, come back and add value to the organization. When you are maybe in the normal MBA, you will have to shell out the money from your own pocket. Since we have started talking about money, let's get into which course is expensive, which course is cheaper, and all of that. So let's again divide it into two categories. One is for India, one is for abroad. So the normal MBA in India will cost you something around 20 to 25 lakh rupees. The normal MBA abroad will cost you somewhere around 60 to 65 lakh rupees. For the executive MBA in India, it will cost you somewhere around maybe 15 to 20 lakhs rupees, and the executive MBA abroad will cost you somewhere around 70 to 75 lakh rupees. That is it, guys, for the comparison between the normal MBA and the executive MBA. I hope this helps you in some or the other way. I have not tried going too much technical about it because then it gets a little complicated. So I hope this answers some of your queries. If not, do mention your queries in the comment section below. Also, if you have maybe got some perspective from this video, like this video and share it with your friends, because your friends may also have similar questions regarding their MBA studies. So now there is a very important question which comes to a person's mind. If I've done an MBA, is it fine if I go for executive MBA years down the line? The answer is completely up to you. It's a yes and a no. Yes, if you have suitable finances with you to support your education, then yes, why not go and learn something new? No, in the case that if you don't have a suitable finance power with you, so you can't fund maybe your executive MBA, then sometimes your organization can step in. So try that out as well, and please play your cards close to the chest for your management studies, because that is going to make a positive change in your life. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I will see you for the next video. Until then, be happy, stay safe, and all the best for your prep.